Greetings, welcome to Yellow Alex F. We're back with more Satisfactory. Today we need to work on, a few last remaining parts that then need to get shipped up, and we can start actually building some of the nuclear factory stuff. So I guess without further ado, let's go over to our ad spot, and then we'll jump into Satisfactory model and kind of check out where we're at, and then jump over to Satisfactory for building. Figure Prints, your place for custom stickers and custom 3D printed parts. If you like what I do, definitely what he does. He does custom stickers for my mocks and all other characters' mocks. Remember to check them out. www.figureprint.com. Take a look around. Support them for me. And yep, enjoy that. And let's go over to Satisfactory Modeler. Alright, so let me zoom in here a little bit. I think one thing we need to deal with is the quick wire stuff, which gets made into those electromagnetic control rods. Okay. And then we also need to do concrete stuff, so we need to do this like whole section up here, basically. Beyond that, yeah, because these little cube things need to get shipped up top to be made into these. Hey man, just wanted to pop in and say that I ended up figuring out how to send the ATS recordings. Alright, sweet. And then that means I'll have to download those and get to re-editing. Thanks, man. What's this? How does it help you? It helps me plan out things. Look at this mess. Look at it all. It's planning out. The output that we're trying to put is right here. That's the output. All of this jazz of squiggly lines is all the production that needs to go into making all the materials and everything to make these little fixonium fuel rods that then go into that. All of that for one thing? Yep, all of that for one thing. All this nonsense for one thing. This is why I don't play this game. Trust me, this Satisfactory modeler really helps simplify it down. Like if I go over to game stream here, go over to Satisfactory here really quick. You gonna pop in? There we go. Like most of it's already kind of laid out here. I don't know if this makes it any more or less of a disaster. But yeah, it's all kind of laid out here, more or less. There's just a few remaining little bits I need to do. I'm gonna go ahead and move that modeler over. Actually, no, I need quick wire, don't I? Did we grabbed quick wire last time, didn't we? Yes, that is quick wire. Okay. All right. Cool. So I just need to actually start putting some pieces together then. All right, sweet. Let me just real quick, I'm going to move Satisfactory Modeler here over to my other screen so that I can see what I need to be doing real fast while we work on things. So, un momento. Okay, so we're doing quick wire stuff. All right. We have quick wire being produced, hopefully plenty. Okay, so, oh, it finally clogged up. All right. That took it a hot minute. All right, so we need to take a lot of this quick wire and a lot of copper sheets to make AI limiters, and then we also need to take a bunch of this quick wire and some pipe to make rotors, or not rotors, stators. Well, I'm gonna head out now. I'll talk to you later, dude. All right, thanks for popping in. Thanks for popping in, man. All right, which way should I face this? Probably this way? actually, yeah, I think this way would probably be best. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4 of these going into 5 of these. Okay. That quickly adds up. 1, 2. I could have actually made sure that the recipes were in these first before copying and pasting them. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one needs a 5th one. There. Alright, you are going to make electromagnetic control rods. Control C. Control V. Go ahead and do that real quick. And then you are going to make AI limiters. Alright, sweet. So that's that part set up. Next, we need another set of these, 4 of them, again, to make rotors. I guess without further ado, I mostly just... Okay, let's actually do this. Set the recipe, or stator, sorry. Not that one, quick wire stator, there we go. Grab it, and then 1, 2... Is that as close as those can go? No, those definitely can go closer. I didn't put that close enough. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. Yep. All right. Sweet. Now it's just a matter of running all this nonsense over to it. So we need 333.33. So 60, 120, 180, 240. Yeah, 240. 300. 300, this would be 360, wouldn't it? Yeah. Let's see, 120, 180. So we need to actually, this one in particular right here needs to be split 3 ways, 2 of which join with that side, 1 of which joins with this side. Splitter. Okay, so then if I just run mergers down both these ends to just try and join them together, should be fairly good. Yeah, join them toward the middle. That seems like that's probably pretty good. And then the rest of these guys will just kind of run around the edge here. I think that'd be the best way of doing that. All right, Mark 3 all the way. Straight mode, please. Thank you. There we go. Perfect. Yep, part of you goes that way. Then 2 of you goes that way. I feel like I should already probably be doing Mark 4 on this side of things. Yep, there we go. So that should be more or less a little bit above 333. which now needs to get divided out into these AI limiter ones because these need 100 each, roughly. What did I say? How many AI limiters were there? 4. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Logistics. I need splitters. I'm gonna have to extend the platform just a little bit. Okay, I don't mind that. That looks like that's pretty in there. Looks like I didn't place this side super straight. I'm gonna just fix that real quick. Conveyor splitter. Actually, is there a middle? I don't think there is a middle. Okay. Just because these things are placed kind of awkward, like off to the side. Yeah, there isn't a middle on that side either. Okay. Conveyor splitter. Let's just go ahead and add another one up top on each side here. Curve? Yeah, curve will probably be best for the upper ones. And you to there. Sweet. We just need to add a little bit of an extension out the back. Sorry, I had a yawn. Yeah, and this will allow me to run a little bit more conveyor up here. Hi there, I hope you can't get up here, because you'd be annoying if you got up here. Conveyor splitter. Honestly, I think we're going to do quick wire up top. Because then I could just run... Oh, you fell straight. Yeah, you just fell. Then I can run the... I think it's... What is it that I need for... It's copper sheets. Yeah, I could run the copper sheets from underneath into here. Go ahead and do Mark 4. You are straight mode. There we go. That will divide that out nicely. Sweet. I like that. This also needs a bunch of quick wire. Probably redo literally what we just did. So conveyor splitters, kind of in the middle there. And then we need another set of conveyor splitters kind of in the middle there. And then all of you curve, flow down into here. A little bit of lag. Oop, I hit the wrong button. I meant to hit R. Nope, not R. What is it? Wait. Ah. Oh, because I said E for that. Okay. Whoops. Brain already dying. That's no good. I don't need that. I'm literally just starting. Yep, and the splines get angry if you don't do it the correct way. Okay, that's fine. Let's grab probably some stackable conveyors real quick. All right. And with that, I think I can bring over this bit of quick wire maybe over to here. Oh, it doesn't reach, no. Okay, I think I need to add some half foundations just to the outside here to get it to go around. It's so close to like making it Okay, yeah, probably about there, and then I can go up. Sweet. I need to connect to here. You. And then I need to go this way. It's too long, really. Wait, why is it facing the wrong way? Ah! Because I did input instead of output. That's my bad. Okay, mark for output. Here we go. Now we're facing the correct way, and I need another stackable conveyor somewhere in the middle here. There we go. Now my conveyor will actually go all the way. And then we feed you into there. Thank you. Sweet. So now that's taken care of as well. So that should be all our quick wire, more or less, taken care of. Now we just need to bring over copper sheets and metal pipes. Copper sheets over here. Need copper sheets there. I think I'm gonna dive it under. Where does it filter into? It's the output. Oh, the output's way over here on this side. Oh. Oh, it has to go such a long ways then. Is some of this Mark IV? Or higher? You know what? Let's make you Mark 6. You have an awful lot of copper sheet to be pulling through this system. Okay. I upgraded, yeah, I upgraded that to Mark 6. Okay, sweet. So let's just go ahead and run some Mark 6 belt along the bottom then. Okay, so that's about... Hello. You are upset. It's about as far as you'll run there. We need to take just a little bit of a S-bend, I guess. Oh, okay, so it's being a little weird. It was just being a little weird. Okay, where is... Oh, it's on the other side of this, isn't it? Where's our input? Yeah, it's right there. Okay. Hi. Goodbye. Ah, go away. Go away. I have no qualms with you. Okay, I think that conveyor belt's gonna be merging just a little bit. It's fine. There we go. We have copper sheet filtering through. Okay, it's a little upset because this isn't a higher mark. It wants that to be a higher mark. So we can upgrade that a little bit. Would you just like fall off or something? Ah. Okay, and then we need metal pipe for this one. We only need 50 pipe, which would be one of the conveyor belts in this mess over here. Okay, which one of you is 50? That's you right there. Okay. Alt mode. I need to just have this. Okay, this is acting weird again. Can you like not? Okay. Is it gonna run into anything? I don't think it's gonna run into anything. Yeah, it's more or less free. So that's kind of nice. But we'll run into something over here because we have a lot crisscrossing. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. I just need to bring this, like, down. Below. Down, below, and underneath. Then you can go back up. And find the, well, the input which I need to add. It would help if I actually added the input. Mark 3, you to there. There we go. Okay, so more or less, you guys just need power, right? Yeah. Power. And then I need to combine them all into these guys to finally make the electromagnetic control rods. Okay, what are you? Okay, you're Mark 2. Bring you down here. Probably like right about here-ish. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Alright, sweet. Stuff will start filtering into all of that nonsense. I feel like I should upgrade that conveyor belt, especially this lower one. Just a little bit. Yeah, now it's starting. Now it's kind of pulling things out a little faster. Look at that glorious filtering of materials. Anyways. Now for the fun part. Is this basically... No, this isn't basically a one-to-one. Okay, I might have to push these a little farther forward. Unfortunately. Just because of how I need to, like, kind of gather up the materials before splitting them off. So let's do conveyor mergers. Going probably that way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I'm actually just gonna have it gather onto the end guys here, closest together. Because that'll probably make it easier to then filter out everything. Or not filter, but like separate out into all their nice individual areas. And then electromagnetic control rods is actually yet another piece we need to add to the... What are you doing that for? Wait, did I already do 4? Oh, I already did 4. Okay. That's why you're acting weird, because you're part of a different system. Technically. There we go. Okay. Okay, you are producing AI limiters. All right. Sweet. Okay. So now I think I can go ahead and put an assembler down. Kind of out here, honestly. You need to have electromagnetic control rods. Thank you. Control C. Actually, no. Not even Control C. I just need to middle click to copy and paste all this jazz. There we go. Wait, no, we need 5, right? Yeah, we need 5. Sorry. Grab one more. 5. There we go. All right. So now it's just a matter of logistics of splitters. Lots and lots of splitters. I think the best way to do this is to basically have these all divided out like this. The middle guy is actually just going to be a smart splitter. That way we can set overflow to the middle one. There we go. Yep. Okay, filter out all these. The same thing over on this side. There we go. Perfect. It's a little tight with the conveyor belts. Okay, let's configure these smart splitters. Center output is overflow. Any and any on either side there. Center is overflow, and then any and any. There we go. All right, sweet. Just gonna upgrade these belts a little bit, just to make moving these materials but a little faster. You were upset. Net build mode default. I really need to like... I know these are overlapping. I think, yeah, you're gonna be upset no matter what, aren't ya? Aren't ya, buddy? Okay, then let's do splitter. Actually, not splitter, merger, sorry. I'm facing off in that direction. 4, you to there. Mark 3, you to there. Okay, that should be farther away, so you should be happy now. Yes. A little. Not a whole lot, but a little. Okay. Should probably just do Mark 4 on those like that too. Okay. Yeah, that feels a little correct. Let's go ahead and get this powered up now. We'll go ahead and just grab power line. You bring you on over here, and now start joining all of these onto you. There we go. Sweet, electromagnetic control rods are being made. So we just need to export this now, which will be a whole thing, because I need to actually delete this conveyor belt. I need to have a merger on here instead. There we go. What are you outputting? Outputting radio control units. What does that need? Where does that go? That goes to some later stuff. Okay. So technically, you should also be outputting... I'm not going to connect you now just because you're on the awesome sync there. And it would probably be nice to actually have those materials just extra. Okay, so logistics, I need mergers. And this will be all Mark 3 straight into Mark 6. Oh, maybe let's go ahead and straight mode. Let's go ahead and lay out the Mark 6 belt right now. I think that's running inside of that belt. Only a little bit. It's not too bad, actually. And that's all going like that. Sweet. All right, and then we just hooked it in. There we go. Electromagnetic control rods are now a part of the system. So all we're missing now, is the concrete line, which is going to be another big one here. Yeah. Kind of, actually. Partly not. Hold on. I might be able to kind of squeeze this into some areas. Because I need basically 2 assemblers. One. Can I squeeze you into here? Why are you upset? Gauging objects clearance. Oh, you're just barely clipping over this. Ah. It's slightly annoying. Okay, because we can have you here for producing something. No, let's just... I think we're going to go ahead and move, or build a whole separate factory area for producing the concrete stuff. What even do I need? I need the stitched reinforced plate, which I think is actually being made here. No, that's aluminum casing. This needs to be exported, actually, I think. Correct? Yeah, this needs to be exported. What? Does this need to be split up? Hold on. I'm looking at my production lines here. Yeah, this needs to be split up, this one. Or not really necessarily split up, but I need to have an overflow on it that I can take from. And then run into a lot of everything else that I need. Okay. Maybe for now. Logistics Mark 3. Let's go ahead and... Actually, you need to be Mark 6, because you get exported. So maybe, for right now, let's work on that real quick, because that shouldn't be too hard to do. Okay, is that more or less... Oh, okay, that's not... I was hoping that that would be past the belts, but I guess not. Is that past everything else that's running underneath here? I think it is now. Alright, sweet. So let's go ahead and run Mark 6 belts. As long as they don't act weird. Okay, I need to... Oh, wait, the Mark 6 belt's like right here. And you're inside of a pillar. That's not really a great way of doing that. How about you? Are you also inside a pillar? Yes. Yes, you are. Okay. Well, last one then. Last one is not inside a pillar. For once. And I believe that those should be aligned. There we go. And that is now exporting. 310, yeah, it's really going up now, mostly because that thing was full. It'll get more organized once it's not full. Yeah, this has to empty out too. All the conveyor belts are getting very full. Okay, let's let's have this come out, and then we'll have a merger here. But we won't connect it for now because we definitely don't want those grinded up. Mostly because we just need them. So yeah. That's set up. I really just need to actually work on the concrete stuff now. So let's come back over on this side of things and start doing that, actually. I technically need to be down near the water. Where is the limestone node at? I thought there was a limestone node. Oh, there's one right there. Okay. So, right here. Let's go ahead and H page down, maybe just a smidge. Yeah, it should be fine. There we go. What glory we have now. Okay, so the first step is we need to have 2 production lines. One with just only 2 assemblers. And you will make, not that one, that one. Steel frame? Steel frame. Okay. So we just need 2 assemblers for you. Okay, so you 2 are on steel frames. And then we also need 3 assemblers. Onto cased and pipe. Yes. Encased industrial pipe. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Okay, so that'll all be like that. And then it gets filter fed into one manufacturer. And this one manufacturer, now let's go ahead and have it on this side. This one manufacturer will be producing, no, not flexible, this one, encased heavy frame? Yeah, encased heavy frame. Okay. Well, let's start bringing the materials over here. I guess without further ado, let's start with the concrete. Is there limestone up top? No, but there sure is a heck of a lot of limestone just down below. So limestone is no issue. Yeah, we need like 60 something limestone. Let's go ahead and get a miner mark 3 down. 120 limestone. I wonder if that's enough concrete. I guess that's one thing I didn't plan out here is concrete. So we're gonna have to go a little bit backwards. How much concrete do you produce in one go? 15. Oh, wow. Okay. that is a lot less than I was expecting. One, two, three, four, 5. I need 5 of these guys. Control C. Control V, and paste that across. There we go. Logistics, conveyor splitters. One right there. One right there. And then I just need a smart splitter down the middle. Yeah, right about there. That'd be good. All right. And then kind of the same as how we did with the AI limiters and other bits. Overflow down the middle, any down the sides. There we go. Mark 3, you to there, 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 and overflow into those. Sweet. Okay. So that takes care of concrete, kind of. Need to actually run a conveyor belt over here now. Actually, is that enough concrete? How much do you guys consume? Hold on, wait a minute. There's something I drastically didn't check out, which might... How much do you consume? 45. Oh boy. 45 times 5. Actually, I don't think it needs to be 40. Calculator here. 45 times 5 equals 225. Okay. We need 225 concrete coming out of this thing. Okay, so a little bit of turbo. 180. 240. I think that's above what I need, right? I said 225. Yes, I said 225. Okay. Sweet. Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay. Mark 4 conveyor belt. Let's go. I hold. Control. Okay, so control snap mode. Go ahead and bring that on over. Well, it's here now. Boop, there we go. Okay, let's bring power over here already. So we can start running all this nicely. Yeah, we want power here. So then come all the way down to that guy. It's fine. I just need a power distribution. Yeah. Oh, you're only marked 1. I need mark 2. There we go. There we go. Okay, sweet. You know what? I'm gonna upgrade this guy to mark 5. There we go. That should bring over the concrete a little faster. And now I just need to feed the concrete into these guys. So I need 15 on one lane, which is this guy. This guy just needs 15. Well, okay, that's simple enough. Just do that. Then it's not. Then it's the encased. It's you guys over here, the 3. Yeah. Okay. The 3 over here that need their own concrete as well. So conveyor mergers, and we'll bring it around. Okay, mark 4. Bring this on around. Okay, I'm already seeing that I did a oopsies, and I probably should have added a little bit more space for all of this. Oh well. I am out of fuel. Okay. Grab some more of that. There we go. All right, logistics, splitter, time to do one of the final ones? Yeah, this is more or less kind of the final. Okay, I need to move that back just a little bit. Okay, it's acting weird because I need it to be on curve mode. Curve mode would probably make this a whole lot better. Yep. Just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now to bring the concrete over to here. Default, no, straight mode? No, straight mode is angry. Because I'm doing weird, like, loop-de-loops. Alright, sweet. Then we just need pipe. Which gets divided out 3 ways. Okay, I think I actually know exactly how I need to divide that pipe out by. Again, I need to extend the foundations out a little bit more, especially on this side of things. I need to go fetch that iron pipe. It's being made here. Is that top one, really? Do I just need to reverse its, direction? Hold on. I think it's that top one. We're still not using all of our iron ingots. Why? Where did those go? Actually, I don't know where the rest of those go. Oh, wait, no, these are sheets. What are we not producing with sheets? Oh, because a lot of these sheet lines... Okay. Okay, I see. Yeah, no, a lot these 2 sheet lines right here need to go into some systems up above. That's okay. All right. I think I'm gonna have to turn those into Mark 6 and just maybe have a triple Mark 6 conveyor system that heads up top, and just to keep those separate. Anyways, though, I need to get rid of this conveyor belt because we need to actually take him the opposite direction. Now, plan originally was to actually have it be produced over there, but now this works too, having it produced, the concrete stuff being produced on that end. But I will collect you and turn you into turbos. Thank you. Okay, collect all of that. So technically, I need to destroy all of this and have it face the opposite direction and flow over there to that concrete facility. All right. Let's relay all my logistics again. Conveyor mergers. Yep. All this needs to flow this direction now. Mark 3. Mark 3. Mark 3. Mark 3. You there. Oh wait, I need to make sure that was like Mark 4 or something. There we go. Alright, now we can go ahead and just kind of take this off this direction. Why are you like snapping off weirdly? Can you like not do that? Okay, maybe it does need to kind of snap off weirdly because, let me look at my concrete thing again here. Yeah, we need to divide it out by 3. I think the best way to do it is actually just to have a smart splitter here. Like, probably right there. Yeah. This one will be any, and this side would be overflow. That'd be the absolute best way to do it. Ah, you're too far? Dang it. Yeah, we'll have you plug into that one then. Because these 3 will plug into that one, and those will plug into that one. Okay, Mark 3 over to there. Air splitter, alright. I still need some iron plates. I need to figure out where those... Oh wait, yeah, they need to come from way over there because we need to do overflow to here because we barely need any over here. Okay, yep. I remember now. Why are you being weird? Okay, you're being convoluted no matter what. There we go. Alright, so that should be where we need to plug into our pipes at, which are over here. Straight mode. Control is not snapping at all. Not really, yeah, it's not snapping like at all. That's fine. There we go. Iron pipes are here. Go ahead and run some more power real fast. 1, 2. Yep, you're Mark 2. I need you Mark 3, please. Thank you. Or Mark 2, sorry. Mark 1. I need you to be Mark 2. Thank you. Okay, sweet. Let's real quick. Logistics, merger these together. So more or less we can just get it plugged in to the system over here. Okay, so that's plugged into that now. That is making our encased beams. Wonderful, wonderful. So now all we're missing is this last piece. So we need to go grab the overflow of the reinforced plates, bring that over, and concrete will be done, right? Yeah. Cool. So then it's just a matter of actually running Mark 6 conveyor to the top of the mountain and starting our whole nuclear stuff, actually. Finally. Wasn't sure how long it would take today to do stuff, but I am glad we will actually be getting into some nuclear stuff here. So let's finish what we need to finish here, and let's get that going. All right. So you, my good sir, I need a conveyor. I need a smart splitter. That's what I need. Let's go ahead and just put down some Mark 6 conveyor. Sure, that'll bring it over fast. Okay, smart splitter. There we go. Now you're locked into that. This side needs to be overflow. Here we go. Why aren't you running? You are running. You're just incredibly slow. Okay, now I need to go down below and run this conveyor. Probably that way for most of the direction. Two. Okay, you're not linked with this conveyor belt, but I think I'm going to make you linked with this conveyor belt here. So you two kind of follow the same path. Yeah, that'll probably be the best way to do this. Bring that around, and then I need to bring it this direction. Actually, I need not to bring it that direction. I need to bring it actually that way. Okay. Let's go ahead and add those there. So yeah, that needs a filter that direction. Okay. Sweet. Go ahead and run some conveyor belt here real fast. And then we can finally... Oop, you are being weird. Stop being weird. Thank you. And then we bring you over this direction. Are you gonna be weirdly merging? You're gonna be a little weirdly merging. Okay. And without further ado, this guy goes out this way. Yeah, somewhere out over this way. Okay, you are not snapping. That's kind of a little sad. I was hoping you would snap. Are you gonna be fine going over top of this conveyor? Ah, yeah, no. No problemo. Just gotta bring you all the way over here. My lovely snake paths of conveyor belts as I just kind of wind their way through all the madness. Sure. Kind of, more or less. And there we go. Reinforced plates going in. You should start producing. Sweet. Conveyor merger off on that side, please. And that should be more or less our final piece. We can actually start. There we go. Yeah. And yes, these heavy modular frames go up top. All right. Well, we can start getting the highway of conveyor belts going then without further ado. Yeah, they need to go basically to the side of that waterfall over there or something, and then up. So you, yeah, we're only 200. Like we're not even using like the full thing of that conveyor. Let's see. I have a blueprint. Station U. I'm gonna upgrade your belts to Mark 6 and resave you. How many conveyor belts do I need, actually? I only need, I think, 3 at most. So let's go ahead and lower these down. Upgrade these to Mark 6. And go ahead and save. Yeah, confirm. There we go. Okay, so now when I grab the conveyor pole thing, it looks like it's Mark 6 up there. Okay, sweet. H? Nope, you are weirdly off. We like be a little less weirdly off. H. Sure. Logistics, Mark 6, you to the single side, please. Yep, there we go. Blueprints, conveyor pole. I need to be auto connect. I really can't see what you're auto connecting to. There we go. Okay. So now we can take off with this and head towards the mountain. Hey, yeah, you're not gonna do the connection unless I do something like that. Oop, come on. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna bring it around past the concrete plant, and the concrete plant will connect into that conveyor belt that has basically all the miscellaneous stuff on it. Okay, come with me, please. Nope. Almost. There we go. Got it. Okay, where do you connect at? Now you want to connect over here? Okay. These conveyor belts really don't go that far, do they? I would like them to kind of go just a smidge farther. Whoa! Autosave, give me a boost. Okay, I think one more section. Oop. And then we will go ahead and link the concrete side of things into this. Yeah, all right. That looks pretty good. All right, Mark 6 going up a little bit. We got to do a little bit of a merger on here somewhere. I guess there. And Mark 6, you go to there. Okay. There we go. So now that is now a part of this system. Oh, sweet. Let's continue to take this on out this way. Yeah, I need to take this. And I need to use like conveyor or lifts to bring it up. Should be a whole thing too. Yeah, I think those are all linked. Looking pretty good. You know that Mark 6 conveyor will slowly kind of be filling up as we skedaddle off this way. Is there angry things? There's some angry things there. There's also a Mercer sphere there. Why are you sideways? That's not a good. There we go. Yeah, connect there. Are you still sideways? Why are you sideways? Don't be sideways, please. Thank you. How far can we go? Oh, we can go like all the way up here. And then are we now in the conveyor lift land? I feel like we're almost. Let's go ahead and just put one more little section on here. Now we're definitely in conveyor lift land. Look at all the mix mash of parts. We'll have to have a filtering system once we reach the top that actually like filters out all the materials into their appropriate subsections. And then we can start just basically running a lot of it all out into its individual systems. We're building things. I'm pretty excited. Okay, we need this to come a little bit more forward, and then up we go. Backside goes up, and you also go up. I feel like I can just run the conveyor lifts up again. Yeah, more or less. Bring them up. Max height? No, not max height. Probably about there, honestly. There we go. Okay, so then I can run a blueprint conveyor pole. Yeah, a conveyor pole now. So we'll put you there. Grab you and run you up this way a little bit. It's being a little funky. H. How are we looking here? There's a purple slug over there. I need to fetch that. Okay, looking at this, I think I need to run this basically into the side of this hill right here. And then when we do another set of conveyor lifts up. Go ahead and connect all of you. That is probably not how I should have that. Let's have curve mode on, because curve mode is going to be a little bit nicer. There we go. Okay, sweet. Our little highway of conveyor coming over. This will be pretty sweet. And then once we do the organization system with a bunch of storage containers and then overflow into a awesome sink and start getting everything producing, which will be very exciting. And we have a lot of pipes to run. There's going to be a lot more things that are going to be snaking their way over in the grand scheme of things. And move you forward, and then mark 6 going up. That's as far as you can go up. Okay. Whoop. Almost didn't land back on the thing. Okay, I need to land, refill, go up some more. Okay, I think I need to put myself in that little notch if I'm to make it up top here. Oh boy. Yeah, it's a good ways up here, isn't it? Oh, there we are. Okay, so we're close to being up top. There we go. All right, sweet. Conveyor pole facing that direction. And then where do we want to actually have our activities at? We need to be near water. It's honestly kind of like right in here. Yeah, like right in here. Be fantastic. Hold on, someone's angry at me. Hi there. Someone's angry at me no longer. Same with over there. Are they angry at me? No longer. Okay, let's grab some more nuke obelisks. Hi there. Goodbye there. Hi there. Goodbye there. I love nuke obelisks so much. Oh, you're still alive. I must not have hit you so hard. All right, well. That's a little more closer. Oh, I still didn't hit you hard enough. How strong are you? That is like 3 nuclear blasts in your face. Okay, hold on. I must not be getting like on you or something, because that is obnoxious how you are tanking that. How about that? Yeah, I didn't think of that time. All right, well, I guess without further ado, desert floor-based sections, and let's start laying out some platforms, shall we? Oh, that one is definitely not placed correctly. Oh, okay. So many items flying about. Oh, that one's not placed correctly either. You flying about like a maniac. Spazzing these desert floor-based sections is causing some good amount of lag. Oop. There we go. Okay, you and you and oh, that's not. You're not aligned to everything else. Okay, whatever. Sweet. Yeah, let's go ahead and start setting up the organization area. Yeah, we need industrial storage containers and a bunch of them. Probably right here. They're not aligned. Just storage. You. How many items do we have coming up here, actually? Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 items coming up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 plus the E. I need to keep the 2 sheets separate as well. So that'd be a total of like 9? Yeah. Okay, and then special awesome sink. Go ahead and slap this down at the end here. So logistics, conveyor belt mark 6. One of you will come to here. Another one of you will go to this guy. And then the other conveyor belt will be back here, where it will get a bunch of smart splitters, which will then start dividing it into all of its individual organized containers. Okay, so let's do overflow. This one will be for what's one we need right away? Oh, we actually need to take some of those encased industrial beams that we were producing down below and actually feed them up top here. Ah, okay. So I just noticed that, so that means we need yet another industrial storage and logistics conveyor smart splitter. Okay, so overflow, and this is encased industrial beam. That one, okay. This will be overflow, and then what do we need? So we need encased industrial beam. Then the next thing that is needed is one of the metal sheets, actually. Past that, though, is actually the reinforced or heavy modular frame. Yep, as one. Overflow, heavy modular frame, the aluminum casing, and then make sure this is on overflow. And we need the radio control units on this guy. Where is radio control units? Radio control unit. All right. That's that. Next is, well, even more metal sheets. Let's see here. Radio control unit metal sheets. One of our copper lines also needs to come up here as well. Oh. Just noticed that. One of our copper lines. Or is that just going to be a separate copper mine? 1,200 copper. Do I have that down below? That might be a separate thing. Because 1,200 is already like a full Mark 6 conveyor belt. Okay, where was I? The radio control unit. Ah, this guy. This electromagnetic control rod. There we go. Overflow. We need the fixed site trigons. And overflow. And then, what are you? We have the fixed trigons. We have the radio control units. What did I count or miscount? That's kind of a big question. Oh, these guys, the canisters. Where are the canisters at? Here we go. Empty canisters, overflow. All right. Sweet. And then mark 6 into you. You. Oh, stop being weird. Straight mode, yeah. I have to bring power over here temporarily so we can grind off anything we don't really need. Okay, let's connect these belts. I have this on straight mode, don't I? Yes, that's taking some very convoluted route. But look at it! It's all getting organized! Heck yeah! Okay, let's bring some power over here just for the grinding effect. Looks like my closest power lines are probably connected to these water pumps. That's not connected close enough. Okay, mark 2. And then I need to swipe that power line and bring it all the way. Oop, I'm stuck. Wow, I do not have much momentum at all. There we go. Okay, sweet. Now we have some power over here to operate the awesome sink if we need it. It looks like this is all organizing. Okay, what would be useful now is if I put signs on the front of everything. And, oh, you're not aligned with everything else. That bothers me. There. Now you're aligned with everything else. Logistics, mark 6. Okay. So this is encased industrial beam going into here. Industrial beam. Select icon. Parts. Oh, right there. Select icon. Okay. Sweet. Alright. Industrial beam. What's next on the thing? This is heavy modular frame. Heavy. Frame. Select icon. Parts. I just need... There we go. Select icon. Sweet. Heavy modular frame. Industrial beam. What are you? Oh, you're the aluminum casing. Alright. Oop. Sorry about that, everyone. Looks like I accidentally hit some button on my keyboard. I am not actually sure what even button that was, and it made me disconnect from stream. That was, yeah, I was trying to, like, type and do stuff, and yeah, okay. Good thing I caught that basically right away, because I was like, wait a minute, something has happened, because my game flashed and a bunch of other things were acting weird. So, yeah. Anyways, we were in the middle of organizing stuff. What are you? You haven't shown up yet. You're the radio control units. That's why you haven't shown up yet. Because I don't even have you connected. Yep, radio, select icon. Radio. I'm just gonna name it radio unit. That's fine. Okay, sweet. Encasing radio unit. What about you? You are electromagnetic control rods. Control rod. There we go. Control rod. Sweet. Oh, you're the trigons. Select icon, parts. Where's the trigons? There's the trigons. Set text here, trigon. Next is the canisters. A canister. And then these are aluminum sheets. But one will be a specific number, and the other is a specific number, and these got to be divided out to certain areas specifically. So, yeah. Okay, select icon. And we'll add a number after the sheet. I just got to connect these. All right, sweet. I believe that's more or less everything. So we just got to go back now. There's a few things we need to hook up. Surprisingly, concrete was one of them, right? No, encased beams. That's right. Okay, so I need to get encased beams going here on that. And yeah, the 1,200 copper, that's going to be its own thing. Because that is ridiculous amount of copper ingots coming out of there. Go ahead and head back down. Finish kind of connecting up some stuff. I could... Actually, did I already place the smelters necessary for that large amount of copper ingots? Because if I did... Because good luck to myself on remembering what the heck I've even done. Don't these output 4? Yeah, these output 4. I think 4 is exactly what I need. Yeah, 4 is exactly what I need. So we're actually going to take you, good sir, and you are going to go join the big conveyor belt. Aren't you excited? Okay, yeah. Just gonna kind of bring it around over this way. There's a merger there, but I think we can stick another... Nope, not splitter. Not a splitter. A bare merger. Here. And then do Mark 6 going up. There we go. Encased industrial beams now joins the fray. And now it's a matter of bringing... Well, I need to check and see what I'm doing here with the copper ingots. Because if I have... Do I have 2 separate lines for copper ingots on my blueprint thingy mupper? No, that is negatory. I do have a separate line for iron, specifically. Oh, wait, I've already done that because that's for the trigons. Yep. Okay. So what I'm looking at, actually, pertains to the copper. Am I producing 1,200 copper off of some line that isn't being used currently? That line looks suspicious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I'm gonna have to build a whole new copper area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, no, that's technically all of them. Where is this heading off to? Nowhere. Ah, this is probably my copper, my Copper ingots that I need for up above. That's what this is. Yeah, because this isn't even connected to anything. Okay. Alright, well, let's start running some conveyor belts then. They used to be the pipes. 6.67. Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep track of these. Okay, let's do Mark 3 to there, and you to down even further. Oh, you don't want to do that? Okay, fine, curb mode then. Sure, that works. Now we're just double stacking conveyors until we get literally just right over here. That's actually not even that far. Oop, that was misplaced, wasn't it? A little bit, yep. Get rid of you. Bring this over this way more. Yeah, probably about until there. And then I need to stack conveyors on this side of things, because that will be the point where it connects up to there. Alright, let's run them. Mark 3. Yeah, we'll just continue running Mark 3. It's fine. Until we hit that one. Actually, shouldn't I just upgrade this all to Mark 6? Probably. Oh, would you connect? And don't be weird. There we go. All right. So yeah, those two are now flowing. Gonna be this whole line of things. Oops, I accidentally upgraded that to Mark 6. I need to downgrade that back to Mark 3, please. Thank you. You don't need to be Mark 6. That's just a waste of resources. There we go. Yeah, I can just barely reach that bottom one. I probably should do it from over here. We're gonna go Mark 6, let's go. Yeah, that one's the one that's basically barely taking anything. This one's outputting a ton. Look at it go! Even though it takes a very convoluted route because it flows all the way over here, and then it flows all the way around. Okay. One other thing we need to do too is actually add a conveyor stack to these, because we're gonna need to run Mark 6 Mark 6 conveyors over top of the mixed line, which will be interesting. I also need to make sure to mark these conveyors as their correct inputs. So what is bottom? Bottom is 100, and top is 6.67. Okay. Top is 6.67. I need to remember that. I need to go all the way up there and write that down. 6.67 for the top. I'm going to keep repeating that to myself, or else my brain is not going to remember by the time I make it over there. Let's see, 6.67. Make sure the top is 6.67. You know what? Let's ride. top is 6.67. 6.67. My poor brain will absolutely forget that number if it has a chance to. And I would rather not run all the way back just to remember that the top is 6.67. Almost there to the organization area. Nope, I don't think I can make it. Nope. I need to make sure to make it so that I can make sure that it's the top, the 6.67. That is just how terrible my memory is. I have no place to stand on. Ouch. I need to get up top so that I can mark it. 6.67. Where is my standing hole? Here we go. 6.67 for the top. Okay, where is the top at now? The top is that one, which flows into this one. Okay. So you are sheet 6.67. And you are sheet 100. There we go. Yeah, big difference. Okay. Now, let's add a bunch of stackable conveyors to these things because we need to. And that'll be for filtering in the 1,200 per minute capper. Actually, got a double stack here. Okay, 1,200 copper. Let's go. Go ahead and drop down. I think that's the last thing we need to connect up here. Could be wrong. Could be incredibly wrong. Be something down below I'm still forgetting. I also need to make sure to attach the radio control units now. So that's something else I need to remember if I can. Yep, just a lot more conveyor poles. Sorry, this part's kind of boring. Just kind of need to run this so that we can run the copper over top. Gob tons of copper. Yeah, Mark 6 belt is going to be absolutely maxed. $1,200 copper is a lot of copper. And I think that gets divided out a little bit. I could be wrong. That's going to be some future projects for future me to deal with. But we're actually probably getting pretty close to running the initial nuclear power plants, which will produce nuclear waste, which will be turned into plutonium, and then plutonium waste, and then the fixed site waste, or not the waste, the fixed site fuel. And honestly, yeah, we just got to do the whole space parts up there. And Satisfactory is probably going to be done within the next week or two. And I think we can go back to SnowRunner. So yeah. It's been a lovely series. I've enjoyed it a lot. Okay, where are you? There you are. You are facing the wrong way. I'm going to actually face you the correct way. Because you need to face that way. And is that Mark 6 belt? Okay, that's Mark 6 into that. I should probably upgrade those to Mark 6 as well. Alright, well. Let's go. Ah, that wants to go straight into a pillar. I would rather you didn't. Okay, I think I'm gonna need some conveyor lifts here. Just to direct everything that's going on here. Nope. Even down further. There we go. Go. This needs to go off in this direction, which needs much more conveyor lifts. Ah, wait, don't I need to take it this way? Kind of. I think we can squeeze it up above here, yeah. Okay. Bring this over some more. You come over to here. Oh, and that is running straight through that other one. Okay, fantastic. Good job on me. What side do we need to be on? We need to be on, like, this side of things. Yeah. Just mostly because that's the side that I need to loop around on. You know what? It works. It may be kind of convoluted, but it works. I just did something weird, didn't it? Oop, okay. It's already there. I shouldn't wait for it. That copper ingots will just fly down this thing. Something I should check too is how are we doing on power? I know we're going to be generating some more power here soonish, but like, is our current power needs doing all right? Wait a second. Before I run away too far, I need to go connect the radio control units. They're one of the last things we need to connect to that one conveyor belt line. Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of copper. This is silly, but hey, it weaves itself over top the other one. Okay, so that's on there. Yep, this is... Only that is just waiting to be connected. And there it goes. Just a whole gob ton of radio control units. Nyom. I like how you can just like ride on the conveyor belts and go like fast. Whee! Whoop. Oh. Alright. You to over here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I fell off. Just continue bringing it along. This copper has a long journey ahead of itself. Oop, looks like the radio controlion's already has taken all of it that was stocked up. Now I just see a few fly by every once in a while. Alright, Mark 6 lift, go. Okay, land. And I need to do another It's like another... Oh, okay. You are off on the wrong side, but... There we go. Now you're on the right side. And just like that. We're almost there. Whoa! I almost got kidnapped again. Oh boy. Up to the max. Can I not just... Okay, I can at least fly to here. I cannot touch down here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Where's my touch landing pad at? There it is. On this side of things, okay. Mark 6 goes up pretty much full again. There's a lot to bring that up there. Okay, where, I think it's that right up there. Kind of like a hole right here. Yeah, right here. And then I can go up all the way, or at least more or less all the way. Bring that up to there. Mark 6, you come around onto your final approach. Oh, I'm out of time crystals? Oh, okay. I've used a heck of a lot of those. Alright. So sweet. We're going to ignore that for now. Because that's... At least the copper ingots are more or less up here. Now the fun part is actually starting to build out the next phase of stuff. Let's get rid of some of these trees real fast. Mostly just these ones. They're in my platform a little bit. There we go. Okay, so what's on the next step of things here? I'm going to bring you guys along with me. Let's go over to screen. Okay, so we are in the first steps here of the nuclear power plant. So we need to actually do this series of stuff right here. Yeah, all of this is the next step. And we'll actually start generating some nuclear power too. A little bit. Cool. Back over to Satisfactory and let's start getting that set up. Move this over onto my other screen so I can see what I'm doing. And hey. Okay, I can't get a good level of zoom. That's neither too close nor too far away. Like just in between, that's perfect. So it looks like the first thing we need to do is actually with sulfur. We have a sulfur node over here. I think we can probably easily take from. Production refineries. We need a set of 3 refineries that will make sulfuric acid. Should probably not place it so close to the edge. Yeah, that's probably good enough placement. Yeah, you... Are you in a good spot here? No, you're not. Over 1, thank you. Place there, and then last one goes... Yeah, it looks like. Okay, I should probably get rid of the nukes out of my inventory. Thank you. Need sulfuric acid. How much is this making? 50 per minute? Okay. Alright, well, okay. So that's the sulfuric acid that we need. We need 140 sulfur. Actually, we need 150 sulfur coming over. Is that the only sulfur that we need? I want to double check that real fast. That's the only sulfur that we need. Yes, that is technically the only sulfur that we need is 150 coming over here. And then we also need agua. Let's deal with the water situation first, then we'll run skedaddle and go grab the sulfur. Not that one, please, thank you. Water pipeline. Put it there. I just need a really simple water extractor down below here. Straight auto, nope. Curve. Definitely need a pump because it's not gonna go up on its own. Power, we have power here. And we need 150 water. How much are you pumping? I think you pump 150. You pump 120. Okay. Slight turbo. There we go. That should be water coming up for the thing, hopefully. Yeah, there it goes. Excuse me, can I help you? Yeah, let's get some power going around here. Okay, and then we need sulfur. Oh, the sulfuric acid stuff. Yep, okay, sweet. Let's go fetch some sulfur real fast. I also need 133 of the 133.33 of the uranium. That's the word I'm looking for. 300? Are you? I don't even think you're consuming 300. Is that? Wait, is this Mark II or Mark III miner? As I continue to irradiate myself. Mark III. Oh. Autosave. Boost. Been getting a couple of those today. Ouch. Came in a little too hard. Yeah, sulfuric acid is being produced here. I think we're more or less just gonna kind of leave this one to be. Nuclear plant. I don't think we're gonna destroy it. Is it even running? No, it's not currently running because something is clogged somewhere, like there always seems to happen. I think I designed my system so efficiently, but nothing happens. I wonder if there's not any fuel at the other depot? Something? Yeah, it's missing something from these. Are these blenders actually full? Ah, these blenders are clogged. That's the reason. Okay. Yep, in my new system, we'll be doing stuff a little better. Because this whole thing is just a mess. And there's the sulfur that I need. I highly doubt this sulfur is being mined efficiently. Or even like turboed. What is... This isn't even a Mark III miner. This is only like... That's a Mark I miner. Wow, that's old. There we go. 400 plus sulfur per minute. That is probably way more than this is actually using. 480. I only just need like 150 or something like that. I don't need that much. You know what? Let's go ahead and just run the Mark IV all the way to there. There, that's good. Then we're gonna put a... Probably just a smart splitter, honestly. Whoop. Okay, any overflow. Mark IV. Off we go. We have raided and pillaged the sulfur that we need. Now we can go ahead and take it to our new nuclear power plant. That is way more better planned out. Because we're actually using Satisfactory Planner. Makes a big difference. Oop, that's not what I want. Actually, no, that is kind of more or less what I need. Oh, it doesn't even reach, no. I really have to put the sulfur kind of down towards the water. I guess I kind of have to. Then bring it back up. Over and across, and yep. Going way off this way. Mostly because we need it way off this way. There, that comes around. Through here, excuse me. Glorious critters of the forests. Ah, a lot of this is floating. I need to fix that. Gonna kind of bother me. All right, and then I just need a simple conveyor splitter. All right, there. That one, that one. Actually, you know what? Probably third. What do you need? What is your purpose even? I am but a humble maker of nuclear power on your territory. Oop, that was a lag. The autosaves are going. I gotta remember that it's already been 2 hours. We might go on a little bit of overtime today just because of the little blunder I did with recording. Yeah, there was just a little blunder. Okay, so then we have this coming in here, and we need blenders. 3 of them. Let's make sure to have plenty of space on that one side for all the conveyor belts that need to come out of these storage things. Because partly, actually, yeah, we need more concrete. 14. No, not 14, 40. We need 40 concrete coming in. So I need to actually build a concrete system up top here. It actually wouldn't be that hard. There's limestone right down below. I could easily just feed that into one of our lines here. And we'd have concrete up top. That's not a problem. Anyways, blenders. We need these blenders all together. Let's go ahead and attach. Oh, that's a big curve. Let's not do that. Pipeline junction, there we go. Let's go ahead and get these guys also together. Do these need any other liquid? No, they just need sulfuric acid. That's all they need. Over, there we go. I need a joint here. Yeah, I can't join this into here. Actually, you know what? I have an idea. Can this go onto that nicely? Yes, it can. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. This is a little bit of a convoluted line, but hey! Sulfuric acid for the win to all of you. Yep. Sweet. And what are you producing? You're producing encased uranium cells right here. Encased uranium cells. And then on the other side here, I just need a single packager. I'm actually going to do something I haven't done before with a packager. And that is to actually bring it down. Because the packager has the liquid, side of things up top. So this will actually probably be even better for it. Like that. Okay, logistics, mark 2. Let's go ahead and run this all around. I think that this stand is probably right in the way. That is... Oh, okay. You know what? Wait, I need that horizontal vertical, this one. Because then that can just go like that. There we go. Sweet. Because this is going to output a little bit of sulfuric acid as well. And with that out of the way, I can actually take these canisters, Mark III, and we will run them to the side here, if I can. Why do you like running a convoluted line like that? Wow, it is angry and upset. Did you just, like, run a line? Very well too steep. Hi. Why are you upset? There we go. So yeah, canisters will run down there and feed into this, which will create packaged nitric acid? No. Yeah, I think it's nitric acid, right? No, sulfuric acid. This guy. Packaged sulfuric acid, to which we will actually just grind away. Because we don't need it for anything. I'm going to go ahead and just place this probably underneath here. And we can never actually, we can technically come over here and reattach it into, come up here and reattach it into this line. I just need a merger. And with it attached into this line, oh, come on, where is that conveyor belt out? There it is. That running around like that It'll go into overflow and just flow straight into here. Curious, what is our... We're not reaching the limits of this conveyor belt yet, are we? Oop. 440, 360. Yeah, it looks like it's running about... Oh, nope, a little less, a little more. Roughly around 360. So yeah, we're not even using like a fraction of what this Mark 6 belt can do. Curious, what if I also put one maybe over here and over there? I can kind of keep an eye on things. You should be running almost a perfect 100. And then that one's running, it looks like it's gonna detect between 6 and 10 maybe. Yeah. Alright, that's perfect. Sweet. I need to run some power. Let's see, I also need some uranium and some concrete. I guess first off, I should probably be running uranium. We have it just right over here. Again, again, probably just a smart splitter. And then run it on top of this conveyor belt here with the sulfur. You are outputting 300, right? Yeah. We only need 133. Like, we're doing fine in terms of stuff. What mark? What mark is this conveyor belt? Mark 4? No. Mark 5? Yeah, no, it's Mark 5. Mark 5 conveyor belt. All right. Anyways, smart splitter. There, you over here, overflow. I can actually attach, because I've only just recently learned this, that you can attach these right onto these, and that makes a world of a difference. So many like little things like that when it comes to Satisfactory. Just like really learn things and become much more efficient. Certainly learned a lot. So if any of my friends are wanting to play Satisfactory, oh, we can charge and blast through stuff real easy. All right, Mark 4. Yeah, Mark 4. Have it on curve mode. That's perfect. Now let's bring this on over. And then I just need concrete. You come around. That's probably good enough. Actually, you know what? I need to do some stuff on the other side here and have conveyors go underneath. Yeah, that would probably be the more efficient way of doing it. Mark 3? Yeah, Mark 3, go down. Ah, dang it, I need to... Probably should punch a hole. So I can see... Oh, actually, nope, there we go. Ah. Okay, so I can actually just do it from underneath here. That's nice. Ow! Oi! That is not so nice. Being attacked while my back is against you? Wait. I am trying to build some systems here. Actually, we can just plug that straight in. That works. Cool. So we have our uranium. I need to have this on zoop mode. Build a feet down here, so it looks like this is actually supported. Not just a floating structure. I think most of the feet are not touching the ground. Ow. Definitely looks a lot better when you actually have the feet touch the ground. Technically, it was always supposed to be this middle beam thing that's the main thing that touches the ground, but I have, like, diverted from that quite a bit. Alright, there we go. All our feet are on the ground. I just want to add a little pillar to this one as well. So it looks like it's also supported. There we go. Cool. Alright, conveyor belt doing its thing underneath. We have uranium. We have sulfuric acid. We just need concrete. Yeah, we just need concrete. And then we filter all this into some manufacturers, and then from the manufacturers we can finally actually start running some of the first nuclear power plants, which is fantastic. I'm wondering, this is incredibly deep. Is there anything at the bottom of this? That would be negatory. It's just weirdly very deep. Also very circular. Probably get our water for our nuclear power plants right there. It'd be my guess. This is gonna start taking up a lot of room. Okay, concrete. Zoom game. We need to attach limestone to that conveyor and have it filter up top here. Do I need a storage? No, I don't really actually need storage. I just need this to come up here. Mark 6, you to there. You to straight mode, there we go. Overflow, and this is limestone. Limestone, there we go. Yep, overflow and limestone. So how much limestone do we actually need for this thing? Okay, clear that. All right, so we need quite a bit actually. Wow. I think we're gonna go with the refinery route, which means we need 480 limestone. Is this a pure node down here? That's impure. I don't even know if we can get that to 480. Yeah, because I need 4 refineries, all for the strict purpose of concrete. Where is it at? It is wet concrete. Yep. Grab that. And then spread it out here. I need one right here, right? No. Be a little closer. Yep, there's that one right there. This one can adjust over like that. 2, 3. And oops, don't fall down. H, this is the 4th one. Back up a little bit more. Actually, did I not place this in line with the others? No, I think I did. I think I did. Okay. And you are just a blue one, aren't you? Yep. Blue power slug. Ow. Alright, sweet. We need also 400 water. That's it's quite a bit more water. Oop, that's not what I need. I need... Nope, I just went past it. Straight. There we go. Yeah. Why are you being like that? I thought I had you connected here. Don't be like that. There we go. Pipeline junction there, pipeline junction there. You there, you there. Okay, so we need... Oh boy, 4 of those water extractors. Two. Okay, yeah, right about there. 3, 4. There we go. Fix that. Connect you across. Connect you across. This is like right over top of the power line stuff, isn't it? Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah. Go. Logistics, pipeline junction, somewhere kind of in the middle. Somewhere kind of in the middle. Mark 2 across there, and then this needs to go horizontal to vertical. There. Pipeline pump mark 2. And that should be plenty enough to get water up top. Looking good. Okay. So that takes care of that. Now it's just a matter of taking care of a lot of this other jazz. Bring this over. You there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Can you cannot connect to all 3 of these. You just need to be your own separate. A little bit of power, and there we go. Okay. Everything's all hooked up. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I just need to bring limestone up here. And divide it out between all these. Walls. Actually, no, I need just floors. Just floors on the backside. Bliss. Bliss on the backside. Can I not stand? There we go. There we go. Logistics, conveyor splitter. You go that facing that way. And you face that way. That works out. And then I just need one in the middle here. Faces both directions. Mark 4, Mark 4, and, well, Mark 3. 1 tick. 1 tick, right? Or no ticks? No tick. Mark 3. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Now we just... a whole bunch more Mark 3 conveyor belts everywhere. There we go. Sweet. Mark 4? Yeah, we just need 480 concrete, or limestone making its way over. They're trying to get me. They're trying real hard. You got me. Okay, we bring this around. I think I can connect it up above here without being in the way of too much other stuff. hope. I have a strong hope. Alright, and then that just feeds... Nah, I want to go the other way. Yeah, that feels a little better. Okay, so now I just gotta actually bring limestone up here. I see one right there. Is that the one I need to actually feed off of? Hold on, hold on. I don't want to go down yet. Hold on. There we go. Yes, that is correct. That is the one I need. Geronimo! Boop. Nice. Alright, so yeah, we just need some limestone, hook it into that one. 480, that'll be a large chunk, actually, of what we have available to us on that conveyor belt. Excuse me, I am trying to mine this. Woo! You tried. You tried, I'll give you that. Oh, you hit me again. Okay, this is already 120, 180. This is not gonna hit 480. That's only 300. We need more. $240, 300. Yeah, okay. We're gonna overflow you onto that conveyor, and then we can actually do a specific. What is that? Conveyor belt Mark 4? Yeah, Mark 4 is 480, so we can actually specifically limit the resources that go onto that conveyor by running that conveyor first. That'll basically choke it. So that'll work out perfectly. Let's just go with like Mark 6, bring this down over here as fast as we can. Okay, yeah, let's just bring that here. Is that running into the pillar? Oh yeah, that's gonna run straight to the pillar. Oops. Okay, I need a merger up top here. I need also a smart splitter. I need a merger. Okay, and then I can actually just probably run this being Mark IV. That is not aligned at all. Because Mark IV lifts 480 resources per minute. So that works out. Mark III probably would be fine enough. Overflow on that side. You know, whatever, Mark IV. You to there. Mark 6, you into there. So that's limiting it at 480. Can only join that belt at a time because it's getting choked right here, which is perfectly fine. That is more than enough. So, you know what I should do? Elevators. We have elevators. I should be using those elevators. Okay, I want to attach this wall piece here, if I can. All right, let's do elevators. What are elevators even in? Are they in architecture? No, they're transport. Ah, yes, they are. Personal elevator. Here we go. Okay, so it does need power, which is one thing we don't have. How tall can that go up? 196 is all? Really? Okay, well, we just need it to go up to the top of where this conveyor is, more or less, there. I guess I need to put a stop at the top. There we go. Foundations. Those are running into that one, weirdly enough. Anyways, this will just help me get up here. That's kind of the main point of even having this. Like, I can fly some too, but hey, having some transportation would be fantastic, especially between here and there. I could really use it between here and there, because I do not have a whole lot of way to travel up there easily or well. Okay, transportation, personal elevator. Okay, so it wants to be on square. 196. That actually, where even is that? That might be exactly where I need to have that. Okay, I need power. Nice thing is it seems like you can kind of chain these together like this. And then I need power down below, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. I have power just like right over here. Just chain it into like, nope, not there. Okay, fine, there. There we go. Our elevators are chained. That is much too tall. Okay, 196 is much too tall. I need to chop that top off a little bit. All right, let's get in. Yep. Wait, I don't want to edit. No. There we go. Sweet.
Fix it, elevator. Here to lift you up and to let you down.
The Ada jokes. Glorious Ada jokes. Okay, can I? Okay, so I have to delete the whole thing. Alright, that kind of sucks a little bit. I would like this to only go to the height that I really honestly just need it at, because I don't need it much taller than probably where those elevators are at. Let's go 110. 110 is probably great. There we go. From you to you. There we go. Sweet. Now I finally have a way up to the top. There we go. Fantastic. I love it. And there we go. Now I have a nice and easy way to actually get up top here. Instead of absolutely struggling to try and climb the cliffside. Elevator for the win. And it brings power up top, too. Chains it together. So that's also fantastic. Okay. For some reason I feel like I should be running Mark 5s. There we go. Anyways, that is making concrete now. Perfect, perfect, perfect. How much, oh boy, we're going overtime. We're going quite a bit overtime. Let's just plug in the concrete. And then I think we'll call it good for today. How much concrete do I need? I just need, oh, I need 40. 40? 40. That's like only half of what one of these outputs. Huh, okay. Fair splitter, I guess. Mark 3. And then I just need to put some walls down. Or, sorry, some foundations down. So that way I can run a little bit more conveyor. And yeah, let's go all the way there. Okay, logistics, Mark 3, going that way. You here, and you ha. Conveyor splitter. That needs to go up higher. Now that I see that. Because we have the concrete stuff just like right there. Okay, Mark 3 lift going up. All got there. Mark 3 going over and around. Straight mode, please. Thank you. And then we could probably just do curves. Filter into you. And on over to, nope, default. Default it is. All right, well, sweet. Those will start producing the encased uranium cells, the sulfuric. Oh wow, actually, hold on, hold the phone. I just need to run power over there. There we go. Okay, so yeah, this will package the excess sulfuric acid that we'll be getting from these, which basically isolates the two systems and doesn't cause weird overflow issues like we're having everywhere else. Be it with water or with anything else, really. Isolates it. So that just gets packaged and, well, recycled. So sweet. I guess without further ado then, we can excitedly, on Thursday, get really deep into some of this nuclear stuff. Because we are almost done. Let me go ahead and move the Satisfactory modeler back over to screen. Yeah, because we just got only these two little pieces to do. Which is that, and we'll start generating some nuclear power here. Which is exciting. And then after that, it's a little bit more nonsense with some of the stuff going on here. And some of the stuff going on here. Also looks like we need more uranium here too. Yeah, be working our way down through all of this and start generating power each time we hit a different tier of nuclear power plants. So right now we're at 6. We're going to be doing the first tier. And then I don't know if we will be able to reach the second tier on Thursday. But try our best. And then last but not least, third tier. So, yeah, exciting. Is this just water? That is just water. Okay, so we can just like pump that. I wish there was like a water dump. Like basically you could just dead end your pipe if you wanted to and just have, or even just like a powered station where it just dumps the water back into like whatever water source you have, because that's what you do in real life a lot. If it's just regular old water, just dump it right back in. Just empties. 'Cause that'd be nice, because then you could really easily deal with things like water, excess water, by just dumping it back into whatever river or something there is. Anyways, that's just my thoughts. Without further ado, though, I do hope you enjoy the rest of your day / evening, depending where you're on the world. I hope you take care and have enjoyed. Yeah. Without further ado, bye bye.